India's digital revolution has transformed daily life, but its true potential remains untapped. As AI reshapes our world, we face a crucial question. How can this technology empower every Indian?
If we really want to make access to technology universal, we should be able to provide that access in a language of choice of the citizen. Big part of inclusion is access. A big part of access is having universal access in every language.
If you go outside of the main cities, the probability that any two people could understand each other is less than 20%. Any interaction, any transaction has to have a language component in it.
You don't have to make a choice between being a digital native and being able to, speak your own language. That should not be a choice, right? You should be able to interact with this digital world in your own language and through voice. And in many ways, the cultural imprint of the country is in the voice of the people.
Even if we say that there are 22 official languages, but each of the official languages have multiple variations. So we have to ensure that people are able to access information and services in their mother tongue. We do have 900 million people in India who are online, but then 500 million people are not. Today's technology, especially the NLP technology, the advances in artificial intelligence, machine learning, has made it possible.
The overall natural language processing as an area has been possibly a 30-year story. We've been exploring ways to include significant section of population who can interact with technology without having to learn English. That's been the quest.
How can we take AI, which is a cutting-edge technology, and sort of marry it with Bharat, which has a very long tradition, right? So how do you sort of balance these two? Then the question to ask is, why does it not work today for all the languages of India? And the answer to that was very simple, that there does not exist enough data to train AI models for Indian languages.
AI4Bharat launched at IIT Madras with backing from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, with a mission to build datasets, models, and tools that work for all Indian languages.
So AI4Bharat is a research lab at IIT Madras, and our mission here is to ensure that for Indian languages, we build AI technology which is at par with English, right? And the way we want to go about that is by making open source contributions on datasets, tools, and models, all developed for Indian languages for the ecosystem to use, and then build solutions on top of it.
So in terms of making sure that Indian culture is included in these AI models that are being built, they should feel that the AI is truly representative of who they are, what they are, and a lot of things that are there in India are not necessarily things that these AI models actually capture for you.
The art of digitizing, I call it an art of digitizing, is to first develop a deep understanding of the language and its variations by region, by kind of a cultures that people represent who speak those, and then go about devising the strategy for collecting those voice samples.
The conversations that happen in different parts of the country are not very homogeneous, right? If when we went to Assam, we realized that here a very relevant conversation, which cannot happen in many other parts of the country, is a conversation between a supervisor in a tea estate and a worker in a tea estate. And now, unless you go there and look at the culture, try to understand what are the interesting things that you can capture there, you won't be able to collect such data.
Capturing the voice of India meant traveling across hundreds of districts, working with thousands of people, and collecting data that represented diverse languages and dialects. This massive collection effort enabled AI4Bharat to build comprehensive AI models for speech recognition, translation, and voice synthesis across 22 Indian languages.
The work that AI4Bharat is doing has and will have immense national impact. When I say has, in the very short time since AI4Bharat made its data open and available, there are several startups that have used that model, that have used that data, and created their own solutions and applications.
We almost have about plethora of about 30 plus use cases, going up to 50 now with the people and startups coming in with applications, which are so unique and so diversified that you yourself will be in a position to say that, okay, can technology be used this way? And this is all possible because of the innovation of the users.
In India, there are many fundamentally important jobs that we don't have enough people to do, starting from doctors and nurses and teachers and so on and so forth, right? So we really need to build tools that allow us to give quality healthcare, quality education to every Indian.
I strongly believe that India can be the use case capital of AI in the world because we already have a DPI foundation, and with DPI foundation, you can build better AI, and AI in turn can turbocharge DPI.
My sense is that India will be one of the largest users of generative AI, and we are living in a country where we are surrounded by problems, right? And many of them could be solved with generative AI, not all, but large fraction, whether it's access to information, access to education.
All the new technologies and techniques coming, combined with the last 6-year effort of AI4Bharat, will have a dramatic impact on AI adoption at scale in India.
AI4Bharat is making sure language never limits opportunity. The future isn't about people adapting to technology, it's about technology understanding every person. Tomorrow's India will be built in every language, by every voice.